and welcome to this week's episode of Traditions Tuesday. Today, we will cover the legend of the Wildcat and its mysterious history and traditions. The term Wildcat first officially appears in the 1942 copy of the Cadence, a Corps Fish's Bible of Aggie traditions that they carry with them everywhere they go. When the band began to play the familiar riff, Wildcat, freshmen would throw their hands in the air and fall out from chow, hooting and hollering with excitement on their way to that evening's yell practice. According to photographs, all cadets originally did what is similar to today's freshman Wildcat. This uniform Wildcat evolved and changed over the years until upperclassmen developed favorite versions and began forbidding lower classes from using them. Eventually, different Wildcats were officially divided into each class, with Fish holding the honor of the oldest, original Wildcat. In the 1960s, an early version of the whoop, called the woo-ah, began to appear as a general expression of approval.
Hey, 4 on the truck! Great! Hey! 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 Whoa!
As seniors began to claim that it was only their privilege to say this, underclassmen began to whoop instead. Eventually, the whoop became more popular, and today's Wildcat system completed its evolution. It was not until the 80s that the word whoop was officially added to A&M vocabulary, when the new student handbook, called the Enroll, included whoop in its official A&M dictionary, although it has been used on campus for nearly 20 years. Traditionally, the Corps of Cadets graduates their Wildcat after completing the first half of March to the Brazos, a tradition which we will cover in a future video. Non-cadet students, or non-regs, graduate their Wildcat just a couple of days later after the conclusion of the spring semester's regular classes. There are, however, a few ways you can reach into the class above you and pull out privileges. In this case, the privilege of an upper class's Wildcat. The first and most common way is being given privileges. The most common are junior privileges, or JPs, which are given for a limited time as rewards to cadet underclassmen who complete favors or are just exceptional. These are the minimum Wildcat privileges required to whoop and are often given during football games to unify the 12th man. In rare special cases, zip privileges, or ZPs, in reference to a senior cadet's biter stripe, are given. To get ZPs, however, is very rare and only happens on very special occasions. Of course, a student may pull out an upperclassman Wildcat at any time, but this is often met with widespread disapproval and social exclusion among most Aggies, as well as physical labor punishments for cadets, such as push-ups. There's a special event for the sophomore class every year, known as Pullout Day, where the sophomore class gathers for their first whoop together. We have with us Kaylee Marcus, Pullout Day's head director, here to tell us about this annual tradition. Kaylee, take it away.
Howdy guys, I'm so excited to invite each and every one of you to Pullout Day this year. It's going to be on April 4th, and it's a really fun day when we all get to get together and enjoy the privilege of pulling out and whooping together for the first time as a class. It's going to be a day filled with lots of fun, food, friendship, giveaways, so I encourage all of y'all to come out on April 4th from 4 to 6 and whoop with us for the first time.
Thanks, Kaylee. We hope to see you come out. To Aggies, the Wildcat is more than just a weird gesture and a yell. It is a representation of our class unity and the pride we feel for earning our place as we move up at A&M. Aggies whoop as an expression of approval for their whole lives, even after graduating, which is evidence of the pride they feel, not just for their school, but for the years they spent alongside their class earning that special privilege.